My name is Mahialani Jones. I am the professor for THR 145, or have been for a while. We are working on a final project, is sewing a basic button-down front shirt. Really important because it helps you to learn about which way closures are for men and women, as well as works in all the things that we learned throughout the semester into one final project. The pattern we are using is a commercial pattern. I have slimmed it down so that you learn the way that we tend to do it in a costume shop. We don't typically have our stitchers cut out patterns, especially when they're first learning, and most of those taken as class is a basic beginner class. So we are using a McCall's pattern, and the great thing we love about this is that there is no yoke, and the sleeve is put together a little differently, but it's easier for those who are just beginning. So the first thing you always want to learn about is typically you would read your pattern pieces first. As I said, I am doing it in the purpose of being able to utilize my stitchers as quickly as possible the moment they step in, so that they know what's going on whenever a draper comes up and hands them a piece and says, put this together. I care more about that than them learning how to actually cut out the pieces at this point. So the first thing you want to know is, what are your costume pieces? What are the pieces going into our shirt? And the first thing is we have our front. You can tell this is our front because it has all these funny markings, and other than the fact that I wrote it is the shirt front, there's this mark here. That is your center front line. That is what we will thread mark. It can be thread marked by machine on the longest stitch possible. Then we also have our wonderful button markings. On both sides, you're going to mark those by hand. We're thread marking those once again. And then you also have these two little notches here, these two little X's. That is to be marked only on the left side of the pattern. And I have marked that using a pencil, so you know which side is the side you really want to thread mark, the side you don't. But if you thread mark both of them, it's okay. We can take and figure out which side you need to put it on. But it is for your pocket, and your pocket will only be on the left side. So when you hold your fabric up, right side is out, it will only be on your left side. Okay? Now, the other parts you need to know on this is your front edge. This is your collar, your neckline. This is your shoulder seam. You will want to know these. So neckline, shoulder seam, arm's eye, that is where our sleeve is going to go. And then we also have our side seam and our hem. It is important to know these because you will be serging 3 parts on this, and that will be your shoulder seam, arm's eye, side seam. Very important to know. Okay, so that's for the front. And your back piece looks very similar. But the only difference is that